What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to the Roger Report, where we dive headfirst into the stories that are absolutely dominating the conversation. The news cycle is moving at a breakneck pace, and if you're not plugged in, you're missing out on the biggest plays, the most shocking upsets, and the game-changing decisions that define modern sports. Today, we've got a triple header of must-know updates that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. We're talking about the decisions that could reshape franchises, the records that are being rewritten before our eyes, and the ongoing saga of one of the league's most electrifying talents. Get ready, because the action is heating up, and we're here to break it all down for you. Let's get into it. First up, a decision that has the entire league buzzing: the uncertain future of a superstar guard and the high-stakes gamble her team is considering. This is massive. Plus, we've got a record shattered, sparking a passionate debate among fans about legacy and impact. This is the kind of story that gets everyone talking, dissecting every angle and defending their favorites. And that's not all, we're also tracking the latest on another star player's availability that has everyone on the edge of their seats. Will they or won't they? The suspense is real. You don't want to miss a second of this. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. The calculated risk, a superstar's return. The Indiana Fever are facing a pivotal decision that could define their season and beyond. With their star guard, Caitlin Clark, sidelined due to persistent groin and bone bruise issues, the team has navigated a challenging period, surprisingly remaining in playoff contention despite her absence. Now, as the regular season enters its critical final stretch, the question on everyone's mind is whether to risk bringing Clark back onto the court or to prioritize her long-term health and development by having her sit out the remainder of the season. This dilemma isn't just about one game. It's about balancing the immediate potential for a playoff push against the franchise's future cornerstone. Clark's impact on the league has been undeniable, drawing massive viewership and elevating the WNBA's profile. Her absence has been keenly felt, not just by the Fever faithful, but by the broader basketball community. Yet, the team has shown resilience. Kelsey Mitchell has stepped up significantly in the scoring department, and Natasha Howard has provided a crucial stabilizing presence. However, with key backcourt players like Ari McDonald, Sydney Carlson, and Sophie Cunningham also battling injuries, the roster has been stretched thin, amplifying the pressure on the remaining players and the coaching staff. Head coach Stephanie White has emphasized a cautious approach, stating that Clark must be able to participate fully in practice before making a return, prioritizing medical clearance above all else. This measured stance comes amidst growing debate, with some prominent figures advocating for Clark to be shut down for the year. WNBA legend Lisa Leslie has been vocal, suggesting it would be unwise to put Clark back on the floor this season, a sentiment echoed by analyst Rachel Demita, who questioned the Fever's current contender status and the potential for re-injury. Concerns are being raised about the severity of Clark's bone bruise, with some sharing personal experiences of lengthy recoveries from similar injuries. Fan sentiment, as reflected in recent polls, leans heavily towards protecting Clark for the long haul, with a significant majority believing the team should prioritize her future. Yet, the narrative isn't entirely one-sided. The Fever's current playoff positioning, a feat many didn't anticipate given Clark's extended absence, fuels the argument for her return. Proponents suggest that Clark's presence could transform the team from an underdog into a genuine playoff contender, drawing parallels to past teams that made surprising championship runs. However, even those who support her return acknowledge the significant challenges, including integrating her back into an offense that has adapted to her absence and the limited time to regain game rhythm, all while facing a depleted guard rotation. The strategic gamble of bringing Clark back is fraught with risk, but the potential reward of a playoff surge, however unlikely, is undeniably tempting. But what happens when a rookie's record gets shattered by a seasoned veteran and the internet explodes with reactions? We're diving into that next. Record rewritten, fan frenzy over assist benchmark. Caitlin Clark, the phenomenon who has swiftly become one of women's basketball's most celebrated athletes, has undeniably left her mark on the league during her rookie campaign. Her exceptional playmaking, deep shooting range, and overall impact have established her as a must-watch talent. Despite a season hampered by injuries that led to her missing 25 games, Clark's influence was profound, setting multiple WNBA records and demonstrating historic performance when healthy. Her rookie year saw her achieve new benchmarks for assists, including a staggering 19 in a single game and a season total of 322 assists. She also became the fastest player to reach 350 points and 150 assists in a season, and was the first to record a game with over 20 points, 15 assists, and 5 rebounds. Furthermore, Clark holds the record for the most career games with at least 25 points and 10 assists, a remarkable 6 such performances. However, one of her prominent records has recently been surpassed, igniting a passionate response from her dedicated fanbase. Alyssa Thomas, the powerhouse forward for the Phoenix Mercury, has officially broken Clark's single-season assist record. Thomas, who had already set a new single-game franchise record for the Mercury, with a career-high 16 assists against the Golden State Valkyries on August 22, 2025, has now accumulated more points assisted than any player in a single WNBA season. Thomas, a consistent triple-double threat and a strong MVP candidate, already holds the league's single-season record for triple-doubles, making this latest achievement another significant addition to her already impressive resume. Despite the historic nature of Thomas's accomplishment, a vocal segment of Clark's supporters has expressed a mix of disbelief and dismissiveness. Many took to social media to downplay the significance of the record being broken by a veteran player, contrasting it with Clark's rookie season achievements. Comments ranged from sarcastic remarks about a 12-year vet beating out the rookie face of the league to assertions that such feats by established players only further validate Clark's exceptional rookie season. Some fans highlighted the difference in career experience, questioning the parity of the achievement. Others expressed surprise at the sheer volume of Clark's rookie assists, acknowledging her impact and signaling a new era in women's basketball. While Thomas's accomplishment is statistically significant, the fervent reaction from Clark's fanbase underscores the intense loyalty and admiration she commands, turning a record-breaking moment into a talking point about player legacies and the evolving landscape of the sport. But is that same record breaker also pushing the boundaries of what's possible in terms of playmaking? And what does it mean for the future of the game? We've got the details. Thomas's triple-double threat, redefining playmaking. In a thrilling contest against the Chicago Sky, Phoenix Mercury's own Alyssa Thomas etched her name further into the WNBA record books, setting a new standard for playmaking prowess. Thomas officially surpassed Caitlin Clark's previous record for the most points assisted in a full season, achieving this milestone with 6 games still remaining on the schedule. What makes this accomplishment even more extraordinary is that Thomas accomplished this feat in just 33 games played, having missed 5 games earlier in the season due to various reasons. Averaging an impressive 9.2 assists per game for the season, Thomas is not only leading the league in assists, but is also significantly ahead of second place in another key metric: 3-pointers assisted. This remarkable playmaking ability has been instrumental in driving up her total points assisted for the season. Clark's previous record stood at 751 points assisted over 40 games, while Courtney Vandersloot's third-place mark was achieved in 33 games. By the close of the current season, Thomas is projected to add approximately 55 more assists, potentially bringing her total points assisted to somewhere between 820 and 830. Even with the WNBA's recent shift to a 44-game season, surpassing Thomas's projected record will be an exceptionally difficult challenge for future players. One of the most striking aspects of Thomas's game this year is the sheer diversity of her playmaking. While she is widely recognized for her powerful, full-court drives following defensive rebounds, she demonstrates equal comfort handling the ball in pick-and-roll situations within the half-court offense. She excels at receiving passes on short rolls after setting screens and effectively dishes out of post-up situations. Her exceptional court vision and the relentless pressure she consistently applies to opposing defenses are the driving forces behind the Mercury's potent offense, enabling her teammates to find their rhythm and execute their roles effectively. Thomas is undeniably having a sensational 2025 season, consistently shattering records and performing at an elite level for a team poised to host a first-round playoff series. Her consistent, high-level play has firmly placed her in the MVP conversation, a testament to her impact on the game, even without actively campaigning for the award. Many anticipate she could be a strong contender for the coveted MVP trophy at the season's end, solidifying her status as one of the league's most valuable and impactful players. Speaking of players making headlines, will a certain superstar guard finally make her return to the court this week, or is the wait still on? We have the latest injury report updates. Clark's court status, the waiting game continues. The question on every Indiana Fever fan's mind remains: when will Caitlin Clark return to the court? The star guard has been sidelined since suffering a groin injury on July 15, and her absence has been keenly felt. The last time the Fever faced the Los Angeles Sparks, which was on August 5 at Crypto.com Arena, Clark was notably absent. In that matchup, the Sparks' Rickea Jackson and Kelsey Plum combined for an impressive 50 points, ultimately leading Los Angeles to a 191 victory over Indiana. Clark has remained sidelined throughout the entire month of August, continuing her recovery from the injury that has kept her out of the Fever's active rotation. The team's official injury report for their upcoming Friday game against the Los Angeles Sparks has been released, and it confirms that Chloe Bibby is no longer listed on the injury report, indicating her potential availability. However, the key takeaway for fans is that Caitlin Clark will again be unavailable for Friday night's contest in Los Angeles against the Sparks. This update comes nearly a month after head coach Stephanie White addressed Clark's injury status prior to the previous Sparks Fever game. At that time, White expressed understanding of Clark's desire to play and the team's eagerness to have her on the floor, but stressed the paramount importance of ensuring her full readiness. "I still don't know how far we are. We're going to take it one step at a time, one day at a time," White had stated, highlighting the cautious, day-by-day approach to her recovery. With the latest injury report, it's clear that this methodical approach continues, and Clark's return is still pending medical clearance and a full return to practice participation. Adding another layer of uncertainty to Friday's game, the Sparks might also be without a key player. Rickea Jackson enters the weekend listed as questionable due to a right lower leg injury, potentially impacting the dynamics of the matchup for both teams. For fans eager to see Clark back in action, the wait continues, as the Fever prioritize her long-term health over immediate game participation. We've covered a lot of ground today, from potential comebacks to record-breaking performances. Stick around for a quick recap and all the ways you can stay connected. And that's a wrap on today's rapid-fire update. We saw the high-stakes decision facing Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, the record-breaking assist milestone achieved by Alyssa Thomas, and the continued anticipation for Clark's return. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to the Roger Report for all your essential sports news, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a single update. Let us know your thoughts on these stories in the comments below, and make sure to follow us on all social media platforms to stay in the loop. We'll see you next time.